Hello? Hi. Ow. How are you? Hey everyone, my name is theSirhc and welcome back to another episode of The Colonies, my single player Let's Play series. You coming after me? Always dive bombing me. Ouch. Oh, he actually hit me. Alright. Where'd he go? Oh, he's there. This is kind of interesting. Is he gonna go through the blocks there? No, he's getting stuck. He's stuck in the tree. What an idiot. Come on. Oh, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, you can do it. Come on. You're just stuck up there. Oh, that's hilarious. Come on, little guy. I believe in you. There you go. All right, so this is one of the new additions with the 1.13 update. This thing's called a phantasm, isn't it? Or a phantom? Actually, I don't even know. This was the mob that they voted on during the Minecon event thing. I was never really super interested in that whole thing. The whole mobs voting on community thing. None of the mobs seemed all that interesting. And I don't really care about this one. I mean, obviously it's not a threat. Like, this is fine. I do have armor on, but still, it's only doing like half a heart of damage. And this thing pops up when you don't sleep very often, or if you don't sleep for a long time, it'll come and get you. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't do anything special. Like, it just dive bombs you and attacks you. If I wanted to, I could take it out really quickly, but I'm just kind of interested in it, really. I want to just hang out. Oh, looks like our parrot. Is he coming to protect us? You can't protect us. Just chill out. Oh, now you're on us. Where'd he go? I was staying awake because I'm waiting for these turtle eggs to hatch. We got these turtle eggs last episode, and I was waiting for them to hatch during that episode, but it turns out that they only hatch at night, and I was sleeping because I was on just some strange island. I didn't want mobs coming. Zombies, I think zombies, skeletons, ocelots, and wolves, like wild wolves, will actually come and trample the eggs, so you have to be careful with that. So I was just sleeping through the night, which means that the eggs were not spawning. Oh, this thing, it's gonna die eventually because I have thorns on my chest plate. So that's why the eggs weren't hatching before. Now I've been waiting. It's been a few nights, or a couple of nights. It cracked. You can see that the eggs are cracked. They cracked twice already, like on the first night, and then this last night they haven't cracked at all, which is kind of disappointing. But anyways, back to this mob. I don't really understand the point of it, honestly. The fact that it attacks you if you don't sleep. Because when you don't sleep, you're staying up through the night, and you're dealing with mobs anyways. Like, it would almost make sense to me if this thing attacked you if you did sleep, if you slept all the time, because then it'd be, you could either stay up all night and deal with the regular mobs, or every once in a while, every like 4 nights or something of just sleeping through the night, you have to deal with this thing. So like gameplay wise, I don't really understand the point of it. It's really kind of dumb. And again, I could kill this thing very quickly. I kind of want him to just kill himself by running into me, actually, and getting the thorns. It's so dumb. I guess it kind of makes sense if you think about it as like this thing is an aberration of your sanity or something. So yeah, this is what I've been trying to do. I saw this on Reddit, a gif of this. If you just kind of dodge out of the way quick enough, you can like stand behind it and it'll just sort of turn around you. It's silly. Did I just do it? Is it stuck in there? I can't actually tell. I don't want to open this up. Yes, I did. I captured it. Okay, we now have a phantom just stuck in here. That is great. Well, we now have a pet phantom, and to make sure he doesn't despawn, I did get him a name tag. Let's get this thing. We're gonna call you, oh, if I can reach you. Oh, come on. There we go, Zubat. Oh, fantastic. I am going to finish this cage up later. We need to actually get down to the beach because it's nighttime again, so the turtles might be hatching soon. Do we just get attacked by another one? I'm busy here, right? That's a different one, right? Alright, this one I'm gonna murder. You're not Zubat, right? Let's make sure. No, you're definitely not Zubat. So let's see how easy these things are to take down. And it's dead. It dropped us some leather. Alright, fantastic. Back to egg watching. Wow, now they're really coming out in full force. I've only been awake for like 5 nights. And now we're getting 3 of them. Well, we've had 4 of them attack me in one night. That's kind of a little ridiculous. Again, this is all because I'm not sleeping through the night, which means I'm usually, you know, out in the wild, I'm dealing with mobs anyways. I don't understand the point of the mob. Yeah, burned to death. There you go. Oh my gosh, it happened. It finally happened. We have turtles. Oh, that is fantastic. Look how cute they are. Oh, this took forever. It took maybe 10 nights, I would guess. Somewhere around there. I've been sitting here recording 10 nights in a row. Just watching these guys. Actually, I did take one break. I took one night off and slept a few nights ago because the phantoms, not the phantasms, the phantoms were going crazy. I was getting like several packs of them a night, and one time it was raining and I almost died from them because I could barely see them in the rain. It was so dark and there was so many particles. It was crazy. But anyways, we now have turtles. Oh, the worst part is that these guys, they actually cracked. They have 3 stages to the egg. There's the first stage where it's just normal, and then they crack twice, and then they hatch. And they actually cracked twice on the first night. And ever since then, they've just been sitting at that state. Oh, hey, little guy. How are you? Where'd that other one go? Yeah, stay around here. I'm assuming that they'll just hang out here. You do also, you know, you need to protect the eggs from monsters. Obviously, this island is very protected. I've lit up the whole thing, made sure we don't get any mob spawns here. But you also need to protect the babies because zombies and I think skeletons will attack them. And we can speed them up. I'm wondering, though, if I can name these. I can. So I got some name tags here. We got, of course, Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Donatello. I figured 4 turtles. That's like, we need to do that. And then let's try and grow these guys up. You can feed them the seagrass just like you can with most baby animals in this game, and it speeds up their growth. I think every time it takes like 10% of the growth time off, like 10% of what's left. So I guess we got quite a few stacks. I'll just use up a stack on each and see if that does something. Oh, well, there we have one grown one, and we got our first, what is this called? A scute, which is like a turtle shell piece, I guess. I didn't know that. I don't know much about turtles, but I'm assuming that they must shed their shells when they grow or something. I don't know. Oh, there's another one. Oh, and they're going to lay an egg here. I wasn't trying to do that, but whatever. We'll have another egg. I'm not going to lay any more eggs here because I still like the idea of doing a turtle beach, doing a village around turtles, and I got some suggestions for that I really like doing a bunch of stilt houses. I don't think we'll do it back at the place where we actually found these turtles. We'll do it somewhere else because I still want a bigger island for that. But I do like the idea of having some like stilt houses by the beach And yeah, I just want to sort of, do we not get another scute? There it is. I want to do a village based around the turtles and the scute and everything that they produce, because you can do some neat stuff with this, although we don't actually have enough, which is sort of annoying. All right, I don't want to break this egg because we don't want it hatching here. I just want these 4 turtles hanging around here. These 4 will call Stormy Isle their home. Now, like I said, we don't have enough of the scute to make anything, right? Yeah, there's a turtle shell helmet that takes 5 of them. I was hoping that they would drop more than 1, but it looks like it's just 1 per turtle. If you make this thing, it is a helmet, and you can wear it on your head. Gives you a little bit of protection. It also gives you I think it's like a 10-second breathing buff. I think that was it. It gives you a bit of a breathing buff where you can dive underwater, and I believe your bubbles like won't go down for at least 10 seconds. I wish I could show that, but it took forever just to hatch these guys, and it's gonna take forever to get another one to hatch and get this scute. But we'll definitely check that out in the future. There's also a potion that you can make with the helmet, which is weird, like the turtle shell. You can stick it into a potion and make a I think it's a potion of the Turtle Master, and it gives you I think it gives you like resistance 4 and speed or slowness 4. So you're very slow, but you're also very strong. You have high defense, so you can take on a lot of damage. And I think if you add glowstone to that, it makes it resistance 6 and slowness 6. I am fairly certain. Again, I would love to test this out, but we don't have scute, and so we can't really play around with that yet. Ah, perfect, a salmon, just what I was looking for. And this must be the one that I picked up in a bucket before and just dropped at my island, because there's the pufferfish as well. He shouldn't be here. I'm kind of surprised that they're still here and they haven't despawned at all. Although, I guess they wouldn't? I wonder. Because a lot of people are going to be using these for aquariums, and you can name them, which is why I wanted to pick this guy up. But I'm wondering if they're not named, if they're going to despawn. I guess they're just a passive mob, so they shouldn't. They're like any other mob. I don't know why I thought that they would despawn. And dead. This is where all my chickens go. They jump into these little 1-block spots and die, just like that. And that's why we have the chicken nest. But anyways, we have an anvil here, and you can actually name these without a name tag. Apparently, I have been told by a somewhat reliable source. So let's name this guy. Let's keep with the Pokemon theme with our Zubat, who's screaming up there. He really wants me to go to sleep. He really wants that. Let's name this guy Magikarp, and then let's put him back. Oh, sweet. We now have a Magikarp. Oh, that's awesome. So he's just gonna chill out here, swim around our little bay. That is fantastic. Oh, and by the way, if you remember, I did actually have 5 eggs last episode that I could have hatched and gotten 5 turtles. But the first one that I laid down here, I accidentally stepped on and broke. I don't think I even jumped on it. I just like walked on it. So you can definitely smash those yourself, as well as like other mobs can, like the zombies and such. And I kind of have a plan for this guy. He definitely is not going to stay up here. First of all, he's very annoying to just hanging around here screaming all the time. But also it looks kind of weird, and this isn't really a good spot. I kind of have a plan for him that we will do in the future. If you have any ideas on what to do with him, though, let me know. Maybe it's better than my idea. But I'm going to go to sleep, because otherwise I'm sure we're going to get attacked by more phantoms tonight. There are a few other changes that we got in the recent snapshots that I haven't mentioned. I didn't mention last episode because I either forgot or just didn't have enough time. One of them is the trident, which we now have in the game. It's a new weapon that you can throw at things, and there's some cool new enchants. I haven't shown it because it's not available in survival yet. We can't get it here. So hopefully they will add that soon. I'm wondering, I know they talked about adding sunken ships in the ocean, and I'm wondering if you'll find them in those, or I'm not sure where else they would put it, or what you would craft it out of. That's kind of my best guess. But that looks really cool. I can't wait to get that. They've also added, just like we have this recipe book for crafting, we also have one for smelting now, which I don't really understand why. Like, I don't really see it being super useful, and it kind of broke stuff, at the moment at least. If I shift click, I can no longer shift click things into the furnace, that's kind of the biggest reason why I don't understand what the point of a recipe is. Because like crafting, there's some complex things to make, especially if you have to make a bunch of stuff. This makes it really nice for turning like a whole inventory of sugarcane into paper, or if you have to make like a bunch of dispensers is a good one. It's really easy to do with the crafting menu. But in the furnace, usually all you have to do is throw your stuff in and it smelts. Usually you just shift click, and I'm sure they'll fix that and bring it back. But I don't really understand why, like, this just doesn't seem necessary, really, I guess. And then there's one other change that I'm really excited about, although I don't know if it's actually a feature or if it is just a bug. As you can see, I grew some spruce trees over here just to get some wood, and they now produce Podzol when you grow these large spruce trees. Now, some people are thinking they rewrote some of the world generation recently, and some people are thinking that this is just a byproduct of that. I hope they keep it, though, because it'd be nice to have renewable Podzol and not have to go destroy mega spruce taigas in order to get it. Because mega spruce taigas, they're very nice areas, and like they're not super common. And I always hate digging up Podzol from there. So this would be awesome if we can actually make Podzol farms with our tree farms. Anyways, this video is just turning into another update episode, part 2, which I did not intend. But I've been doing some work here at the house, and I was hoping to get this thing done today and start planning some of the village, but I don't think we have enough time anymore. But there used to only be one dormer on this side of the roof. I decided to make 2 there, which I think makes it a little bit more balanced and gives it a little bit more weight. And I've been doing a bunch of work on the inside. Now, the main floor, I haven't quite figured out. We have a kitchen area over here. There is water in this block, as you can see, but it's not rendering in because of the stair next to it. And this is kind of a kitchen that I do a lot, sort of stone countertops, stick a crafting table in there, a water block with a trapdoor in front of it, or sometimes I'll use or before you could use trapdoors like this without supporting them, I used a pressure plate on the floor, furnace in the countertop as like an oven chest above. And this is like a really kind of modern kitchen. And it doesn't really fit the feel that we have here. I need to figure out how to do kitchens better. Really, I need to figure out how to do interiors better. It's one thing that I am not very good at, it, and it takes a long time for me to figure out how to do stuff and decorate things. Definitely something I want to work on in this series, because in the circus, in our previous single player, which I guess is this world, but season 1 of this world, basically, I only did like 1 interior throughout the whole thing, and that was the first house that I built. Everything else was just an empty house, and that gets really boring. And like, you know, you can walk through the villages and see the houses from the outside, but you can't explore the village. You can't go in the houses and see all the little things. So I need to get better at doing that. I tried making a table in here, and it looked kind of awkward, so I just need to figure out this bottom floor and do some stuff. If you guys have any tips, maybe even some like videos to check out, that might be helpful. I think that's one thing I need to do. Like, I've seen lots of building tutorials on exterior buildings and boats and all this other stuff, but I haven't really watched any on like just interiors and interior decorating. I don't know if there are any really good ones out there. Anyways, so I decided to put a staircase in here instead of having the ladder. We got a staircase going down. There'll be a cellar down here, but I haven't dug that out because I don't have a shovel yet. And then upstairs, we have more trapdoors. We have trapdoor walls to kind of maximize our space. I really like the way that this works. My only complaint is that there's only really 2 solid trapdoors. I guess the birch is kind of solid as well, but it's got a big white square in the middle. But if you want like a solid one without holes in it that doesn't look like a window, you just have spruce and dark oak. So there's not a whole lot of variation to play with. I kind of wish we had like a stone trapdoor, or if the iron trapdoor didn't have to be powered to open it up. There might be some tricks where you can power it and remove the power and keep them open, but then if you update them, I'm pretty sure they're going to close, and that means you can't put them vertically, which is sort of annoying. Also, iron trapdoors have holes in them. They look like the oak trapdoors, but I could retexture that. But it's kind of fun to use these as walls because it gives you a lot more space, or at least the feeling of a lot more space. Like here, instead of having a 1 wide hallway and putting full blocks here, we now have almost a 2 wide hallway. This actually wouldn't really work over here because we have the window there. I'd have to do something different there if we had full blocks along that wall. Instead of having these trapdoors kind of squeeze into the staircase. Makes the staircase a little claustrophobic, which I think works here. This is actually something I played around with a lot in the game Creativerse back in the day. I think that was before you could place trapdoors unsupported in Minecraft. So it was really awesome. They had trapdoors with different textures. They had stone trapdoors and iron and wood trapdoors, and I used them all the time for railings and played around with them as walls, kind of like this. And it's really cool to actually be able to do that in Minecraft now. But we got some doors here. We got a couple of bedrooms, pretty decent. I've fixed up the ceiling, cleaned that up a bit. But we need to do some more decorating in here, put some bookshelves or plants or something. I don't know. Something I got to work on. And then we have an enchanting room over here because this is going to be my house that I'm going to be living in, I guess, for the next little bit. So I want this place to be useful so that we should be able to do level 30 enchants here. And oh, I used some of the trapped chests that, oh, is that? That is opening up the trapdoor floor. I retextured trap chests in my resource pack to like a spruce colored trapdoor, or not trapdoor, spruce colored chest. So we have different colored chests, which is pretty nice. And that's what I have so far on the house, and I think that's where we're gonna have to end off today, just sort of out of time. And before I can do any work, I really need to fix my tools because they're broken. So I need to go do some mining. I think I still only have 1 diamond to my name. Yeah, I did some more caving around this area and I found quite a few resources, but no more diamonds. So I need to go get some more of those so we can actually repair our tools and make a new shovel and get some better stuff. Maybe we'll start out next episode with that. But anyways, let's finish off the episode with today's comment, and it's a doozy. I'm excited as you are for this update. Can you now see all the underwater UFCs? I think UHCs is what you meant, happening now. Maybe instead of time per se, it'll just be water potions. You got 1 water potion. How much can you mine? Saw the underwater temple in the distance when you were breeding the turtles. Was wondering why they didn't tweak the temple, at least with stairs and slabs. It could look way more interesting. Speaking of turtles, freaking turtles. That's awesome. And the whole home beach mechanism, so cool. I'm looking forward to all the turtle things. Also like the seagrass and kelp, though I figured you probably won't be able to place them on all the things for much longer. Minecraft seems to be pretty good at limiting placement, at least somewhat. I actually like that the strip logs and the dried kelp bundles. I mean, any block of a different texture can make its way into a build, yeah? Regardless, underwater decoration. Cool beans. Who's going to make the first huge aquarium with a sunken pirate ship and cod and salmon swimming around, grass and kelp everywhere, etc.? I really like that the winner
I really think that the winner may be the soul sand and the magma. There are many builds that require moving things around it that will probably be more efficient with those two as driving mechanisms. If nothing else, it will make standard water elevators way quicker, or the stopgap of having a soul sand handy so that if you have to leave the water quick. Finally, swimming into those one-block caves, you're right. People are going to make total use of those too. There will be applications we can't even think of right now. Like, could you make a line of soul sand with only one water block above each and make it a sort of slipstream from it? I mean, if you dive in with the momentum of diving in that direction move you in that direction, propelled by the soul sand bubbles. If so, and if it's nearly as quick as ice, you can put it in places that you couldn't use ice. Near torches, glowstone, for example, gives you an alternative. Great update. This will be fun. Cheers, AP.
And that's from Alex Pulp. Thank you for that essay. That was a great comment. Didn't think I would type it all out, did ya? Thanks for making me work extra hard. But anyways, let's answer some of your questions real quick, or comments. First of all, UHCs, again, I'm assuming you mean UHCs underwater. That sounds amazing. I haven't really watched any UHCs in a long time. They never really super interested me. I mean, they're very long. It's really not that interesting of content. I think it makes better for like streaming or something. But I could definitely see some underwater UHCs happening from some of the bigger servers. Yes, they should definitely tweak the temple with the new slabs and stairs and overall just make it look better. There's a lot of Minecraft structures that don't look great, like the villages and the jungle temples and the desert temples and the mansions. Really everything. The Minecraft devs definitely aren't the best Minecraft builders, but I guess they do their best. Yes, turtles, woo! And as for the grass and kelp placement, I think they'll keep that around. In this update, they've really made it easier to place things. Like they've, you no longer have to have blocks underneath pumpkins or, what's the other one? Gates. You no longer need blocks under them to place them, which is fantastic. And I'm glad they finally did away with that. I feel like there was a couple other things that they made easier to place. But I can see them leaving that in, and it kind of makes sense that, I mean, underwater, you know, living things grow on everything. They just grab on and grow. I really can't wait to build some sort of aquarium. I don't know where I would put it in this world. If Decidedly Vanilla was updated to the snapshots, that'd be like one of the biggest things I'd be working on right now, especially since I'm making a big mansion. Like an aquarium would be perfect for that. But I've tried building aquariums in the past, kind of smaller ones, to various levels of success. And now that we have so many resources, it's going to be even better. Soul Sand and Magma blocks, definitely awesome. I can't wait to really play around with that and see where they're going to be useful. And the 1-block caves are pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to be as useful as you hope. I did test out some stuff with like soul sand, but with soul sand you actually need 2 water blocks above them before it will create bubbles. And also it doesn't speed you up at all if you like move sideways through a bunch of bubbles. You can move faster in a 1-block area if you have a non-solid block above you. So if you put like a slab, even if it was on the bottom, or a stair or glass, and swam through, you can swim through at normal speeds, but I'm not sure if there's really any way to go faster through a 1-block hole while you're swimming. And yes, great update indeed. All right, well, again, thanks for the comment. Make sure to leave your comments down below if you have any tips, tricks for interior decorating. I would love to hear that. But we'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks.